Thevenin equivalent of this circuit. We have to find out the Thevenin equivalent of this particular circuit. Okay. Now you see in this case, in this circuit, your dependent as well as independent sources are there. Okay, these are the dependent source. This is these are the independent source, right? This is 5 volt is independent source, 1 ampere is your independent source, but this is your dependent source. 0.5 V0. 0.50 V0 means this dependent source depend upon this voltage. That's why this source is known as voltage dependent voltage source. This source what we can say? Voltage dependent voltage source. Similarly, varieties of dependent sources are there. Okay, voltage dependent voltage source, voltage dependent current source, current dependent voltage source, current dependent current source. Okay, but this source what we can say? What we can say? Voltage dependent voltage source. All of it clear? So for this type of network, how to find the Thevenin equivalent circuit? In the Thevenin equivalent circuit, what basically we equate? What are the procedure to find the Thevenin equivalent circuit? We equate Thevenin voltage first. Okay, finding the Thevenin voltage. Thevenin voltage is your what? Open circuit voltage. Okay. Next, what we require? Thevenin resistance. For independent circuit, if the network having independent sources, okay, then we can find your Thevenin resistance. How to find? For independent, if in the network having independent sources are there, how to find the Thevenin resistance? Thevenin resistance can be found out by looking from the open circuit terminal, by short circuiting the voltage source or open circuit the current source. That means voltage source is there, voltage source is removed and replaced by their internal resistance. But for dependent source that will be vary, because this source depend upon other. So for this case, to find out the Thevenin resistance, okay, we have to find out this procedure. Thevenin resistance for the dependent source case can be find out by short circuiting the open circuit terminal. Okay, just like the Norton theorem you have short circuit. Okay, so you find out the short circuit current here. Okay, and what about the short circuit current you will find? So open circuit voltage divided by short circuit current, that is the Thevenin resistance. So once you get the open circuit voltage and your Thevenin resistance, then our problem is solved. Okay. So for this type of network, how to find it? Okay. So for this case, now you see, applying Kirchhoff's voltage law for the complete loop, MAVM. Okay. MAVM means we are moving from M to A to B, B to N, in this way we have to complete. Okay. So applying KVL, now you see, minus to plus means that will be 3-0. All of it clear or not? Similarly, minus to plus, rising potential, so we can take 0.50. Okay. Plus to minus, so that we can take minus VOC. This is your open circuit voltage. Okay. And this is minus to plus means rising potential, plus 5.0. Okay. So VOC now becomes 5 plus 1.5 VOC. All of it clear? But now another thing you see here, 1 ampere current is flowing. Okay, 1 ampere current flowing. 1 ampere current flowing. Now you see this side is open circuit. If this is open circuit, can any current flow?
No, sir.
In open circuit, no current can flow. Why? Because having infinite, so no current is flowing. That means this total current can flow through this. Okay. If this current will flow through this 2 ohm resistor, so voltage drop factor 2 ohm will be how much? 1 into 2. So V0 will be how much? 2. V0 will be 2 volt. All of it clear?
Yes, sir.
Ujjwal Kumar, you explain. Clear? Now, again you see. That means now we can kind of know VOC. Okay? So we say this is equation 1. Okay. So VOC will be substitute the value of V0, we can find 8 volt. And whatever the open circuit voltage that we find, that is which voltage? Which voltage? Thevenin open circuit voltage, that is your VT. Okay. Now we are clear about the Thevenin voltage. Next objective you have to find out the Thevenin resistance. But this is the base of your dependent source. For dependent source, we have to find out, we have to make it the open circuit terminal, we have to make it shorted, and we have to find out the short circuit current. So how to find? Applying short circuit at terminal A and B, okay, and applying KVL. If we apply KVL, then what we can find? Okay, once we make it shorted, so that this will become a closed circuit. Okay, so this will become applying KVL. We can find 5 volt. Okay, this is V0. Okay, and this will be 0.5 V0 equals to 0. This is applying KVL. Okay, or 1.5 V0 equals to, that is minus 5. Or V0 we can find V0. Okay, that means now we got the value of V0. Once we get the value of V0, then we can find the value of 0.5 V0, because this is a which source? The C comma D. This is a which source? Dependent source. Which type of source? Voltage dependent voltage. Because this voltage depend upon this. If V0 will be varying, then 0.5 V0 will be. Yes or no? So now you got the value of 3.3. Once we find 3.33 V0, then according to this method. Okay. So now we can find applying Kirchhoff's current law at this node. Okay. At this node applying Kirchhoff's current law. Sum of incoming current must be equal to sum of outgoing current. Okay. Then we can find the value of short circuit current. Okay. If we find the value of short circuit current, so total voltage divided by current. Okay, open circuit voltage divided by short circuit current is the Thevenin resistance. In case of if the circuit having dependent sources are there, so RTH equals to VOC by IS. Clear? So RThevenin we have got open circuit voltage of VThevenin. Okay, then we can draw your Thevenin equivalent circuit. Is there any problem? All of you clear? So in this way we have to find out the solution of the given network if the circuit is having dependent sources are there. Okay. So next class you have to explain.